Hey trackers, I'm looking at this bent over tree here. This is a Douglas fir tree, and it has been bent over not by itself, but by the actions of a black bear. So right down here, you can see how the ground is showing a lot of disturbance right here and flattening. The soil has been disturbed, and there are broken off branches down here. See how the ends of these were basically just stripped right off of the tree above, and notice how the ground under them is trampled flat. All the vegetation has been flattened under there because a bear was standing here. Now a bear is much taller than me, but it can reach up, grab a hold of this with its claws, and bring it within reach. Now notice the breaks here. I'm having to hold this at the same time as I'm filming, but you can see breaks and you can see the camera will focus. So I've pulled the tree within reach for me, and right now I'm holding it and there's a lot of tension on it, so I'll make this quick. But notice all the markings on this tree on the upper edge where the bear would grip it with its claws and pull it within reach. See those claw marks right there? And it continues all the way down this tree. So this is a scent marking ritual. The bear has been pulling this tree within reach and using its claws to leave scent on it. They beat up the trees. They kind of, some of them they actually end up decapitating by biting them off. But this is a large tree. And notice that the damage goes all the way down to the end there. So the bear's been the damage goes all the way to the end of the tree here, and you can see how a claw raked the bark, just raked that right off and curled up this part. There's some sap right here, and then you can see right here where a claw made a mark in it and damaged the bark here. Some of this is old because some of this was done last year, and some of this is fresh damage. So the fresher damage has a different color than the older damage does. Let me go up here. Oops. I'm holding this under tension, so if it snaps back on me. So right here is kind of cool because you can actually see the mark, but you can also see a piece of bear fur stuck. I'll put my finger behind it so the camera will focus on it. But here's a couple of pieces of bear fur stuck right here, and fresh oozing sap coming from this little Douglas fir sapling. There, now it focused. Okay. So you can see these hairs, and some of them extend out over here too. You have to put something behind them so you can see them. But those are the black bear's hairs. The bears rub and they bite and they claw on these things when they scent mark them. There's more evidence right here. You can see some more fur snagged in here. This is kind of difficult to get to. There. I don't know if the camera will focus on that, but you can see the fur snagged right in here. I'll put my finger behind it. See the fur? So that's all black bear fur that's been snagged on this part right here. So if this was a smaller sapling, the bear could bite through it doing these activities. Some trackers call this a whammy tree because the bear is giving the tree a whammy, whacking it and clawing at it, biting at it, and just really being very destructive to the tree. But this is all part of black bear communication and their scent marking rituals. And I'm going to let this tree go now because it's going to spring way back up there. So these knocked off branches down here would be your first clue that you would see as you're walking down the trail, and you would then look around and notice all of the disturbance and the packed down, matted down vegetation, as well as the soil right below this tree. And then when you look up, you can see the damage to the tree from down here. Most of it's on top of that limb, so you pretty much have to reach up and grab it and pull it down within reach, just like the bear did. So this is at the top. It's probably 10 feet up there at least, and I can't get it, but if I grab a hold of this and pull it down, I can get a hold of it, and that's exactly what the bear was doing. Pulled it within reach and was able to mark on it. So there you go. That's a really big Douglas fir, and probably the tree can't recover from this. This is a large lean on the tree, and if the bear keeps marking on this, which I suspect it will, it may totally knock this tree over, or eventually the trunk may break off down there under the weight of the bear if it just can't flex anymore. Unfortunately, there are no trees nearby that I could set a trail camera on, and I wish I could, because this would be great to get this on camera. But I see no trees to put a camera on near this. On the trail nearby the tree, there are also black bear markings in the form of these smudge marks in the trail. Places where the bear stomped its foot and did the scent marking thing with its feet. So nearby its marking tree, it is also marking on the trail. So I'm just going to follow this bear trail away from the tree a little ways, and you can see how the bear's tracks just alternate. Each place where it has regularly stepped is showing matted vegetation and damage to all the plants that are there, as well as soil disturbance.